guys, welcome to day 4. We are going to work chest, shoulders, triceps, and quads. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna have you grab your heavier weight. We're gonna jump right into a bicycle chest press. We're gonna combine motion to work your chest, engage your core. So extend your right arm, bend your left knee, and then go ahead and switch it to the other side. And you can keep your head on the ground or lift it up if you wanna engage abs a little bit more. We're gonna go about 15 to each side. How does that weight feel?
Feels good.
Okay. So, and if this is too much, if it bothers your neck or your low back, you can go ahead and plant your feet on the ground and do the same thing, just bicycling the arms back and forth, but with keeping your legs down. So let's go a couple more here. Nice. Go ahead and sit that down. We're going to go right into some legs, working quadriceps. Grab one heavy weight. We're gonna do a dumbbell squat swing. So bringing the feet wide, maybe turn the toes out a little bit, squatting down, lifting the arms up overhead. If it's too much on your back or bothers your knees, you can do the same thing without a weight, just get the motion in the arms. So nice. And always with squats, just go ahead and watch that your knee doesn't come out over your toe here. Make sure you stay breathing. Awesome, we're going about 15 repetitions of this. Good. Okay, so right away we're gonna go into some chest flies and we're gonna use the ball to engage the core here. So go ahead and roll the feet out, trying to get your feet right underneath your knees, and then open the dumbbells out to the side, bring them together. And as you bring the dumbbells together, really squeeze your chest. Make sure you stay breathing throughout the motion. Your stomach's engaged here. Really pull your rib cage together. This will help support your low back. So nice. And if it ends up being too much to do this on the ball, you can go ahead and do the same thing, just lying flat on the mat, feet planted, flying open and closed. Same exact thing, just kind of taking the pressure off the low back. So nice. Go ahead and roll back in. You can set the weight down. We're gonna go straight into lying on the back. We're gonna work quadriceps here. So grab the ball between your feet. You're kind of using your feet and the insides of your legs to squeeze the ball together. You can bring your hands behind your low back for more support. And then you're just gonna keep your knees stacked right on top of your hips. Really use the quadricep here. Engaged, drop the ball down to the ground, lift straight back up. So nice. And as much as you can, try and take the swing out of it, really using the muscles in your legs. So nice. We'll go a couple more. Awesome. Okay, right away, I'll just pull this out of your way. We're gonna go into our cardio burst, squat jacks. So here you're gonna take a wide sumo squat down, bring arms together, jump it up. So nice. And if it's too much to jump, you can do the same thing, just stepping. We're gonna go about 30 seconds. Awesome. So good. A few more seconds here. Perfect. And then right away, down on the ground, we're gonna do 2 push-ups and a thruster. So bringing hands about shoulder width distance apart, push up down, jump the feet together, and then back out. If it bothers your back or maybe it's a little too intense to do the push-ups on your toes, you can do the same thing, just dropping your knees to the ground. Doing 2 push-ups, and then even just step your feet in for the thruster. Always listen to your body, be mindful of your back. With all of this movement, it's so important to be safe. So nice. Go ahead, take a drink, grab a breath, and we'll meet you back in a minute. Okay, let's jump right back into it. We're gonna go ahead and repeat that one more time. So grab your heavier weights. We're gonna go right back into the bicycle chest press. So same thing again, arms start squared. You can keep your feet on the ground to support your low back if that feels better, or if it's okay, go ahead and just alternate one and then the other. We're gonna go 15 on each side. Again, keeping your stomach tight. Make sure you stay breathing throughout the motion. Good. Great job. Go ahead and put that weight down. Stand up, we'll grab one weight and then doing a dumbbell swing. So turn the feet out. If that feels better, you can squat down and then lift straight up overhead. If it's too much to use the weight, know that you can always keep it on the ground, and just do the same thing with your arms, getting that range of motion, warming up into the shoulders. We're gonna go 15 here. And then again, always with squats, make sure when you come down that the knee doesn't go out over the toes. Great compound movement, really working upper body, low body at the same time, getting a great calorie burn. Okay, from here, grab a medium weight. We're gonna go back to the stability ball chest fly. So sit onto the ball, roll out. Feet are underneath the knees, stomach's engaged, and then fly open and close. Breathing throughout the motion, pulling the ribs together to really support the low back. And again, always an option if it bothers your low back to do the same thing, just lying on the ground, flying open and close with your feet just planted right underneath the hips. So good. Open and together. And you'll notice this workout, we are adding in a little bit more compound movement than we did the last time we did chest, shoulders, and tries. Really just trying to up the calorie burn. Awesome. Go ahead and set the weight down. We're gonna lie onto the ground, laying on your back. Grab the ball between your feet. Hands are underneath the low back for more support, and then just dropping the ball down to the ground and extending up. Nice. And right here, trying to use the muscles in the legs to lift the ball up so that it's not momentum swinging. It's really getting a nice stretch and strengthening in the quadricep, and as well as stretching out the hamstrings. So after our hamstring workout, I guess that was on day 2, this might feel nice to kind of stretch them out. Good. Couple more, we're doing 15 reps. Awesome. I'll get that out of the way for you. And then right away, going into some squat jacks. Squat down, arms up overhead, 30 seconds here. If it feels too much on the knees or the back to jump, you can always do the same thing, just stepping it out and together. And going 30 seconds. Getting that heart rate up. Good. We'll go a few more seconds here. Perfect. Great, and then right into 2 push-ups and a thruster. So 2 push-ups down, and then jump the feet towards the hand, right back out into 2 push-ups again. We're going 30 seconds here. Again, always an option to take the push-ups on your knees, as well as just step the feet in for the thruster. Stay breathing, keeping that core engaged. Nice. Let's go one more. Great. Good job. Go ahead and grab a drink, take a break. We'll meet you back for circuit 2. Okay, circuit 2, let's jump right into it. We're gonna go ahead and grab a chair and do tricep dips. So go ahead and find something, you can just use a kitchen chair, whatever. Fingertips facing forward. And as you drop your weight down, you wanna try and get your elbows stacked right on top of your wrists. Keep your stomach engaged and make sure you don't go too low. You wanna go to where your shoulder is less than 90-degree angles with your elbow. We're going 15 here. Good. Make sure you stay breathing. And again, don't drop too low. Should be feeling it in the backs of your arms. Great. From here, going right back into some legs. We're gonna do a side lunge. So go ahead and start center of your mat, and you're just gonna take a deep lunge to the side and then step it back together. Going back and forth, side to side. We're going 10 each direction. Make sure you stay breathing. And on this one, it's still important to make sure that the knee doesn't go beyond the toe. So squatting down, stepping back together, to the other side, together, back and forth. And you can do this with or without weight, whichever feels better to you. Maybe starting out without weight, if it feels too easy, go ahead and add the weight in, or vice versa. You can start with weight, and if it starts to get hard, go ahead and drop the weights down. So 10 to each side, awesome. Moving straight into a shoulder press, so grab a medium weight. Arms start squared. You're gonna lift one leg off the ground, engaging core, balancing, we're gonna press 10 overhead. And if it doesn't sound good, if maybe it's too much on your back or maybe the balance is off, you can keep that right toe just barely touching the ground and doing the same thing. Maybe lift for 1 or 2 and then bring it back down. So going 10 on each side. Awesome. Taking it the other way. So working your shoulders here, again, stomach's engaged and the quadriceps engaged, the hip flexors having to lift and hold that leg up. Great, doing 10 on this side as well. Good, go ahead and set that weight down. We're going straight into plank up. So we'll start in a plank position. Shoulders are stacked right on top of the wrists. From here, you're going to drop your right forearm down to the ground and then your left forearm down, then plant your right hand and your left. That's 1, we're gonna do 5 on each side. Plant the right, the left, going back and forth. This is 3 right hand plants, left hand. And this one you can also drop down to your knees and do it that way, if it maybe feels like too much on your back. So nice, taking it to the other side, left arm down, right, plant the left, plant the right, doing 5 of them. Good. Again, dropping to the knees if you need to. So nice, really working shoulders here, chest, core, everything's engaged. Awesome. From here, going straight into our cardio burst, we're gonna do 180-degree squat jumps. So squatting to one side, jumping around to the other. We're doing this for 30 seconds here. Be mindful of the knees, again, making sure they don't go out over the toes. Stay breathing. If it's too much to jump it, go ahead and just step, turning one side and step to the other. Back and forth. So good. And hopefully you don't get too dizzy. Awesome. Great job. From here, moving straight into mountain climbers. We got 30 seconds of mountain climbers. So hands planted right underneath the shoulders and then just jogging the feet and bringing your knees in towards the backs of your arms. Nice, keeping your stomach nice and engaged. Your shoulders are engaged, triceps are feeling it. And then again, you can drop or step it forward and back, maybe if it's too much on your low back. Make sure you stay breathing. We're doing this for 30 seconds. Let's go 5 more, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right, go ahead and grab a drink, take a minute rest, and we'll be back for round 2. Okay, let's jump right into our second set of that second circuit. So coming right back into the dips using a chair. So again, we're going for 15 of these. Fingertips facing forward. Go ahead and drop it down to about a 90-degree angle. Paying attention to your triceps and your shoulders. You want to be feeling it in your triceps, but don't go so low that you're putting any extra strain on your shoulders. Going for 15 here. Stay breathing throughout the movement. Great job. Awesome. And then going straight into the side-to-side lunge. You can grab weights or not, starting with your feet together, holding the dumbbells in front of you. Go ahead and lunge to one side, come back together and step it to the other side. We're going for 10 on each side. Really using the strength of the legs to power it up and together. Looks great. And again, being mindful of knees, always making sure the knee doesn't go beyond the toes. And if it's too much to use weights, go ahead and just keep them on the ground. Maybe start with some heavier weights, or maybe start without. Just listen to your body. Good, we're doing 10 to each side. Great, go ahead and drop the weight down. Moving straight into shoulder presses, grab medium weight here. So stomach engaged, balancing on one leg, press the dumbbells overhead. And as you come down, bringing the dumbbells to a squared, or bringing the arms to a squared position. Exhale, press it together. Working the shoulders here, stomach's engaged, working the quads. And if maybe it feels awkward or you're too off balance with one leg lifted, you can do the same thing, just keeping your toe touching the ground and doing 10 on each side. Good. Going 10 on this side as well. Make sure you stay breathing. Great job. Go ahead and set it down. Going right into plank ups, yeah? So coming to a high plank position, you can drop your knees down to the ground if you need to. From here, dropping the right arm down, the left arm down, plant the right hand, and then the left hand. Doing it 5 times with the right arm. Good. And then we'll switch and do the same thing on the other side. So dropping the left arm down first, then the right, then plant the left arm and the right arm. Again, you can go ahead and drop your knees to the ground if you need to. Make sure you stay breathing. Great. Okay, moving straight into the cardio burst. So 180 squats. Squat, jump it around. Back and forth. Awesome. Making sure that your knees don't go beyond your toes. Stomach stays engaged, protecting the low back. Going back and forth. If it's too much to jump, you can do the same thing, just stepping back and forth. Great. We're going 30 seconds, so maybe one more each side. Awesome, straight into mountain climbers. This is our final thing. Give it everything you have, finish strong. Awesome. Maybe start with knees going as fast as you can. If you need to step it after a few, go ahead and do that. Let's finish as strong as we can. So wherever you are, try to push through, really crank it out. So nice. Great, 5 more seconds. All right, great job. You're finished with day 4. Make sure you go ahead and cool down, stretch it out, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.